Your kitchen can become quite the mess when you have ADHD. I wish I knew these hacks sooner. It would have made my life so much easier. I want to share them with you right now. This right here is the first hack. If you don't know what it is, it's an over the sink drain for your dishes. Instead of having a dish drain on the side of your sink that are kind of big and everything, and you can put a whole lot of dishes in there, this has the advantage of it actually just rolls up like this, and you move it to whichever side of the sink you want to, and then you just all you do is you extend it out again, and it covers that one side of the sink. The advantage of this is you can't put as many dishes on this, so you won't have a big pile of dishes like you do in your regular dish drain. This is portable, so if you need to take it somewhere along with you, have a trip you're gonna go on, you don't know if they're gonna have anything for you to dry your dishes on, you can actually take this with you. It fits over most sinks, so no matter what kind of sink you have in general, it should fit on there and you should be able to use it. Think about this also. If you're planning to move anywhere, so much easier to carry this than that huge dish drain. All you do, fold it up and you're ready to go. This right here is the next hack. You may be wondering, why am I holding a weird plate? It's not a plate, it's called a lazy Susan. The cool thing about this is you put things on here and then you're able to rotate this. So it makes it easy to go ahead and access whatever's on here. Makes it easy to really see what's on there so you can look and find whatever you need at the time. This thing will help your kitchen look more organized because whatever you have on here is together and it just looks better to have on here than all over your kitchen. The other cool thing about this Lazy Susan, it's small enough to where you can move it all around your kitchen and it's probably going to fit to wherever you move it. I know this thing may look weird, but this is actually a pot rack. You put this on your counter, you can actually have it this way or actually this way on your counter. And this one is small enough that's not going to take up a whole lot of space on your counter at all. And you definitely need one, whether you get something like this or you have a hanging one or you have one in a cabinet. You definitely need some sort of pot rack to organize your pots and pans, because if you do not have one, what ends up happening is all the pots and pans end up in the cabinet, all just spread out all over. Here's what one looks like when it has a pot in it. You can have it this way or that way. You can see there's a pot in it. You have like 4 spots right here, so you can put 3 more pots in there if you want to. But this is a really good one because of the fact it's just so easy to put somewhere because of the size of it. So what's the deal with this plastic container? Any guesses? It's the next hack. Only keep plastic containers that you have the top and the bottom to. Do not keep ones you're missing one thing or the other. It is just going to clutter up your cabinet. And I don't know if this annoys you, but it definitely annoys me that when I need this thing to put food in it and I can't find this part of it, then I'm just going through and searching my whole cabinet trying to find just one top that actually fits it, and it's completely gone. As you can see here, this is what it looks like when you have different lids inside this thing. It makes it really easy to find the correct lid and keep them separated, so it just makes it look more organized in your cabinet. Have you ever seen one of these things? If you need more space in your cabinet, you may have. This is what they call a shelf riser. So the whole point of this is to give you another shelf to put things on. Now here's the way that I use it. I actually put my plates under here like this, and then I put my cups or my bowls on top of here, so it gives me that extra space. This one here is pretty small, so if you have a larger cabinet, then go ahead and get maybe 2 of these, or they even have some that connect, but they have them in all sorts of sizes and everything that you can just get whichever one fits your actual cabinet. This little timer is called a time timer, and you need another timer in your kitchen other than the timer on your microwave or on your stove. And the reason is you want to be able to always see the time of how much you have left. And this is a visual one. So what you do is you actually just take this, turn the dial here, and now you can see all the time that you have left. And as the time goes down, you will see that the time goes down visually as well too. And then when it gets to the last bit of time, this one is actually going to blink and you'll see a light here to let you know that, hey, the time is over. And another hack is do your dishes as you use them, because you do not want to have a whole pile of dishes in your sink or on your dish drain. You want to make sure that you go ahead and start doing those dishes, because if you leave them, you might forget them and then you'll come back and see you have a whole pile of dishes. And then you have to get motivated to clean those dishes. Instead, just do them as you use them. In your kitchen, you need to label as much as possible so you know what's in what container or where things are. You can label a drawer, especially in your pantry or in your cabinet where you keep food. You want to make sure that you label that stuff in there so you know what's in each container. And even if you're using clear containers, you still want to have some sort of label on there. In your refrigerator, you want to label everything in a container in there so you know what's in that container as well. And trust me, I've had the Cool Whip containers that my mom used to have and everything like that. You look in there, think that's Cool Whip, and it's not. It's some kind of vegetable or whatever that she's put in there. So the point is, you want to make sure that you label everything that you can. You do not want to have to try to figure out what's in there just from your memory, especially with ADHD. You do not have to use a permanent label all the time. You can use temporary labels like a sticky note. If you've gotten this far into the video and you're enjoying the content, click the subscribe button for me, share and like the video. Now, the next thing is keep your counters clean as possible. Except the essential things that you need on your counters, you want to go ahead and make sure that everything else is off of there, because you don't want your counters to get so cluttered that you can't find what you actually need when you're cooking or when you need to organize something or put food away or something like that. You want to make sure you just have the essentials on your counter. It's going to make your counters look less cluttered and more organized. Now, there are other ADHD hacks that I wish I knew sooner. I actually have a video on ADHD room hacks that I wish I knew sooner. It'll come on the screen. Go ahead and click that video.